Hi, my name is Jack Tomasello, and today I will be walking you through the process of 3D printing. In order to do this, you will need a 3D printer with plastic filament to print with. In addition, you will need Ultimaker Cura or a similar slicer software to generate the program, and your desired file that you would like to print of a 3D design. So the first thing we want to do is we want to set up the printer itself in the software so that we can run the files on it. As you can see here, the software is currently set up for an Ultimaker branded printer, but if we don't have one, we are going to have to set up a different printer. So to do that, once Cura is downloaded, which can be done online, click the printer name, then we want to click Add Printer, and a non-Ultimaker printer. Since most 3D printers do not use Wi-Fi, we want to click a non-network printer. And then at that point, we could either put a custom printer or any of these. There's lots of brands of printers out there. And then the one I'm using is a Creality Ender 3. So we want to go down to Creality 3D, expand that, and click on Ender 3. And then we can name the printer whatever we want. I'm going to do Ender 3. And then click Add. And then we have settings. These have been pre-programmed into Cura to recognize most of these printers. All of these are relatively basic settings for the machine. Everything should be correct from the profile. So then we're going to click Next. And now we have our machine ready to go. Next, we're going to want to find a file to print. We can use websites like Thingiverse. As you can see here, we have lots of different items to print. Or Printables also is another site where you can get these files. Or you can use other software, CAD software, SolidWorks, or Fusion, Onshape to design your own files. That can also be printed. But the main constraint here, we want to export the file as an STL file. That's the format that the slicers typically use. So I have this right here. I'm going to be downloading it. This is a calibration cube for determining the dimensional precision of your 3D printer, but it really could be any other object. As you can see here, this boat, cartoon boat called Benchy. You could also download and print that. Any file, anything from here, not the add, anything from here. Any of this can be downloaded and printed, so I'm going to use this cube for now. So we want to then click Download and save it. And as you can see, I've downloaded the STL file. So now we want to go back to Cura, open the file, go to Downloads, and click on the STL. So now we have our cube in the slicer. And now we can play with the settings. We have various profiles to determine the precision. Typically, we would want 0.1 to 0.2 layer heights. 0.2 will work well for this purpose. So we have 0.2 layer heights, and then the wall thickness is the number of perimeters that the printer will produce around. Because it does not print solid plastic, it will produce a hollow pattern that it fills with a infill pattern. I will show you once it's sliced. We can set other things to determine the strength, print speed, and any other properties. If there are overhangs in the model, we can also support them but we don't really need to do that here. So all the settings look okay. I'm going to click Slice. And then once you've clicked Slice, you can see it gives you the estimated time and filament usage, about a half an hour and a couple grams of filament. Then I'm clicking Preview so I can see what it's going to look like. As you can see, we have some perimeters around to prepare the nozzle. And then the color is not accurate. That depends on the actual filament that's loaded. Even material color in Cura is not specifically reflect the actual material that's loaded. Just because this is yellow, we can load blue, black, whatever color filament. But then through this, we can scroll on the right side through the layers. So as you can see, at the bottom it's solid for a couple layers, and then it starts printing the hollow infill pattern, like I had mentioned before. So then once we confirm this is all good, then we make sure everything's as we want it, and then we click Save to Disk, and then it will save the G-code file. We can give it a name, calibration cube G-code file. And then once we click Save, now it's in the downloads. Then we can copy that onto the memory card and put it in the 3D printer to run it. Alright, now I have the file on a memory card here at the printer. So we're going to put it in. And now we're going to go to the screen, click, scroll down to select, and then we have the calibration cube G-code, and click Start Print. And now this will heat up, and then it will continue. It will run the print. Alright, so after about a half hour, as the slicer said, the print is finished, and here it is. As you can see, it looks pretty much just like what we had on screen. So now we can just take it off. XYZ, just as we'd print it. So that pretty much just about does it. Thank you for watching.